this is Evan, and I'm here with the Hill People Gear qui-Ya Light backpack. Now, if you're a Hill People Gear loyalist, you already have a bunch of questions about how this differs from our other packs. I'm going to get to those at the end. The first thing I'm going to do is simply talk about this pack as if somebody has no experience of Hill People Gear. So Hill People Gear, we have developed a reputation for unmatched comfort on the trail. I'll put our backpacks up against just about any packs made for extreme comfort, particularly as you add more and more weight. If you're only carrying 20 pounds, suspension doesn't matter that much. You start carrying 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, the suspension matters a lot. And you could have a 50-pound pack that's more comfortable in one of ours than if you were carrying 30 or 40 pounds in a pack that's not built for load carriage like ours is. So this is bringing those fundamentals of load carriage to a more mainstream backpacking backpack. Wind kicks up a little bit. I live in the Rockies, that's how it is. So first of all, the chassis on this thing. This has dual aluminum stays from here all the way down to here, and then an HDPE frame sheet internally that goes up to this level. Now, we use the aluminum stays because they are still the best answer for a stay that A, you can bend to actually fit your body, which is really important. The lumbar curve is the bearing surface, and if you don't have a backpack where you can bend the stays to match the lumbar curve, you're not going to get load carriage. And then the other thing is that the aluminum stays flex a little bit and absorb some shock while you walk, which is a really nice characteristic. We use the 7000 series, 7075 aluminum stays, which is a much higher grade than the standard stay material, and so that's all the way around. This is a very capable chassis. You might be looking at this. What is this thing? This is our shoulder harness, and it's not a traditional two-strap design. Why? Because it's supposed to contour around your shoulders, drape. It's all about surface area. So this harness is designed to spread the weight across a surface area. That being said, this backpack is designed in such a way that you're not going to feel any weight on your shoulders if you have it adjusted properly. The shoulder straps are just there to sort of balance and tension the thing. The qui-Ya Light has a 28-inch frame height, and the overall bag height to include this top pocket is 30 inches. The width of it is 12 inches, and the depth of it is 10 inches. And that's not counting the back pocket. The other thing, this backpack is meant to be used with our Prairie Belt, which is, it has military-style MOLLE attachment on the outside, which is nice because you can get pouches anywhere that'll attach to this, and that's the point of having that. This is an extremely comfortable belt that can also be used standalone. You can strap your jacket to the back of it if you want to take a little day hike. So that's the heart of the suspension system here. And Hill People Gear fans, you're going to be saying, well, how does this carry compared to like a standard qui-Ya? And I've been running this for a while now. I'm here to tell you, at least with a 60 or 70 pound load, this, which is what I know I've carried, this carries every bit as comfortably as the standard qui-Ya. The only difference being, because the frame sheet doesn't extend all the way up, it's a little bit less forgiving of poor packing. If you're just shoving stuff in there that might impinge through this back panel, you don't have a frame sheet protecting you. If you wanted to add it back in, you could, but that adds a few ounces of weight. The point of this backpack was to create a pack with the empty pack weight that folks are looking for. If my postal scale is to be believed, with the Prairie Belt, the empty pack weight on this is 5 pounds even, and that includes the pocket. So if you're thinking about the weight of some of the other Hill People Gear packs, you recognize how big of a weight savings that is. If your standard is something less than 5 pounds for a pack this size, what I can tell you is this will make your load feel way less heavy than your lighter empty pack weight pack. It's also going to be more robust. 500 denier cordura on the bottom and on the wand pockets here, and then 330 denier cordura on all the other areas. So this is a very robust abrasion and cut resistant fabric. It should last you for many, many years. So as far as features are concerned, it has the included back pocket here, and there's an internal mesh slot pocket on the inside for a little bit of organization inside of that. There's a pass behind, so if you have something you want to carry in between the pocket and the pack, you can. There's over-the-top straps, which is really important for pulling the load all the way into the top of the stays and then allowing you to control the load with the load lifters. So if you need to expand the capacity of this pack, you're going to go up with it, which really from a load carriage standpoint is a good thing to do. Inside is just one big bag, one big compartment. That's all you need. You can sub-organize in storage bags or whatever you want, but this ends up being a very efficient way to do it. And then the compression is the shoelace style paracord lacing right here. And basically you just stand up and cinch those things snug and run this down, and you're good, you're done. It also includes these girth hitch style carriers for trekking poles or whatever it is you want to put in there. And that's just part of it. So it's in a lot of ways there's not a lot of whiz-bang features. It's a simple pack, but it's a very comfortable pack, a very durable pack, and it does have as much organization as you actually need when you're living out of your pack on the trail. Between the back pocket and the top pocket, that's it. You don't need anything else. Maybe you want to stow some stuff on your waist belt. Now, if you're a Hill People Gear aficionado and you're thinking about this versus the standard qui-Ya, what are you giving up? Okay, first of all, the standard qui-Ya has much bigger volume in the main pack bag, and so if you take the standard qui-Ya and add a back pocket, like my qui-Ya for like crazy big loads is the V2 qui-Ya with the Connor pocket, which is significantly more volume than this. And then the fabric differential, you know, you're going from 1000D to 500D on the bottom, and then from 500D down to 330 on all the other areas. So that's a downgrade in terms of longevity. How much of a downgrade? Probably not much for most people. And then the other thing, of course, the qui-Ya and the Ute have the compression system, the pulley style compression system, which really will compress your load. It also, when you add a back pocket, a floating back pocket, gives you the ability to use that backpack like a load hauler, you know, strapping strange loads to it. Anything you want to carry out, you can do that with the standard qui-Yas. Standard qui-Ya, you cannot do that with this pack. There's no Velcro underneath the top lid, weight savings measure. There also are not heavily reinforced hang loops on the inside of the pack. That was something that we put in there for hunters who wanted to hang meat bags on the inside. If you want to hunt with this pack, you're going to just have to drop your meat bags inside. There's nothing to hang them off of. So it takes a little bit smarter packing, basically, to use this in that capacity. If you've been waiting for a lighter full-size pack from Hill People Gear, this is it. I'll tell you what, for 5 pounds empty pack weight, this pack will do a whole heck of a lot. Yes, there's going to be a Ute light as well, and maybe a couple of other things in the light lineup, but I started with this one because this is the volume that I wanted, and at the end of the day, it's nice to start with the pack size that I want. Living here in the Rockies and traveling solo, I often need more volume than I can get in a Ute, and this gives me that. So this is the only backpack I've been using for, or multi-day pack I've been using for, I think, 6 months now, probably, and I'm very pleased with it. I think you're going to be as well.